Let's talk about how downsizing can unlock your financial freedom right here in South King and Pierce County. If you're ready to simplify your lifestyle, reduce unnecessary costs, and finally put your equity to work for your future, this is exactly where you need to be. For many longtime homeowners, the biggest financial opportunity isn't buying another investment, it's making a smarter move with the one you already own. That's what downsizing really means. Using your built-up equity to strengthen your financial position, lower your stress, and design a lifestyle that fits this next stage of life. Here's the good news. You don't have to give up comfort or connections to make it happen. Across Federal Way, Kent, and Auburn, there are fantastic communities built for easy living. Homes floor layout, low maintenance yards, and walkable neighborhoods where it's easy to stay active and connected. Today, I want to break down exactly how to decide when the timing is right to downsize. Understand the true cost involved in selling, calculate your real equity position, and use that equity to create long-term financial freedom. Downsizing isn't a step backwards, it's a strategy for living better. When you take control of your housing costs and shift from more space to the right space, everything about your finances get lighter and more flexible. Let's start with the numbers because clarity brings confidence. Before you list, it's critical to know exactly what you net after commissions, excise tax, closing costs, and any updates needed to make your home shine on the market. On average, expect around 7 to 9% of your sale price to go towards those combined expenses. That's the cost of converting the equity you built into liquid value. And for the most homeowners here in South King and Pierce County, the appreciation you've gained over the past couple of decades far outweighs that cost. Once you understand your net position, that's when you start to design your next move. Do you want to use that equity to purchase a newer, smaller home? Something single level, efficient, and modern? Or would you rather take a portion of that and reinvest? Maybe increase retirement contributions, eliminate remaining debt, or just create a cushion that gives you a peace of mind. That's the heart of financial options. You've worked for this equity. Now it can work for you. When it comes to downsizing, one of the biggest financial wins you can create is maximizing the value of your current home before you sell. The key is simple. Focus on what actually matters to today's buyer. Here in the South King and Pierce County, buyers are looking for homes that feel clean, well cared for, and move-in ready. Not over updated, not overly customized, just well maintained and easy to visualize as their very own. Your best return often comes from small improvements, fresh paint, clean flooring transitions, modern light fixtures, and a few landscaping touches that boast curb appeal. You don't have to do a full remodel. The goal is to make your home shine, not compete with new construction. One thing I can always remind homeowners is presentation sells confidence. When buyers see a home that feels organized, updated, and cared for, they assume the rest of the property, the systems, the roof, the foundation has been cared for too. That emotional response can translate directly into stronger offers and a faster sale. So, before you invest in any pre-listing work, have a professional walk through with you. I personally help my clients identify what's worth doing and what's not. That way, every dollar you spend preparing your home returns the most value possible. Now, let's talk timing, because that can make a real difference in your outcome. Here in your local market, we generally see strong buyers activity from late winter through early summer. But serious buyers are active year-round, especially for well-presented homes in desirable neighborhoods. Instead of trying to time the market perfectly, focus on our personal timing, your goals, your readiness, and your financial plan. If your mood aligns with retirement or a lifestyle change, that's usually the best time to act with the right strategy. You can win in any season. Once you've sold, That's when the next phase begins. Reinvesting your equity strategically. This is where downsizing becomes a financial freedom strategy. When you sell a larger home and move into something smaller, the gap between your sell price and your purchase price becomes available capital. How you use that capital determines your flexibility for years to come. Some people choose to buy their next home in cash, eliminating a mortgage entirely, which can be incredibly freeing in retirement. Others prefer to put down a large payment but keep a manageable mortgage so they can keep extra funds invested elsewhere. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. It depends on your comfort level and financial goals. Now, let's clear up a big question. Will I pay taxes on the sale of my home? In many cases, the answer is no. If you've lived in your primary residence for at least 2 of the past 5 years, you can generally exclude up to $250,000 in capital gains if you're single or $500,000 if you're married from federal taxes. That means most homeowners selling their long-time residence can keep that equity completely tax-free. Of course, always check with your CPA or financial advisor to confirm your specific situation. Another opportunity people often overlook is new construction. If you've been in a home built 20 or 30 years ago, moving into something new can feel a lot like reset. Lower utility bills, less maintenance, and often warranties that keep surprise costs at a minimum. That peace of mind is a huge part of what makes downsizing powerful. Here's a tip I share with every client. Before you start shopping for your next home, build a buying first strategy. For some, that means buying before selling, using a bridge loan or equity line to make the transition smoother. For others, it's selling first to have a clean slate and no overlapping payments. Either way, the goal is to eliminate surprises and move with confidence. That's what financial freedom really is. Not guessing, not hoping, but knowing the plan, the numbers, and the path forward. Now, once the move is done, that's when the real shift happens. Downsizing isn't just about selling a house. It's about creating space, financial space, emotional space, and time space. It's about moving from managing a home to actually enjoying your life. The first thing most people notice is how much lighter everything feels. No long list of weekend projects, no empty rooms collecting dust, no constant worrying about the next big repair. And that relief, that peace of mind, it's not just emotional, it's financial too. When your utilities, maintenance, and property taxes are lower, suddenly you have margin again. That margin can go towards travel, hobbies, family, or savings, and it gives you flexibility. That's the heart of financial freedom. Your home starts serving you again, not the other way around. If you used to part of your equity going to pay off debt, you'll feel that freedom multiply. Imagine your retirement fully funded, your emergency savings strong, and still having extra to enjoy life. That's not luck, that's intentional planning. And if you're on the fence, maybe thinking, I love the ideal, but I'm not sure I'm ready to leave this home, that's completely normal. After decades in one place, your home holds memories. But here's what I remind people. You're not leaving the memories. You're carrying them forward. You're just choosing a new space that fits the next version of your life, fits your lifestyle. Everything else falls into place. You have time to meet friends, walk your neighborhood, or plan that trip you've always wanted to go on. You're not spending weekends maintaining the house, you're living in it. Now, let's keep that financial momentum going. First, track your new monthly costs for the first few months. You'll quickly see where your savings and how much flexibility you've gained. That's real money you can redirect towards what matters most. Second, meet with your financial advisor to plan how to use your freed up equity wisely. Boosting investments and paying off balances or creating a fund is all about intentional use. Third, keep your new home simple, safe, and future focused. Design it to make daily life easy and enjoyable, because that's the whole point. That's when downsizing becomes liberating, not limiting. is about living smaller financially, but larger in every other way. Here's the truth. Financial freedom doesn't come from a windfall. It comes from a smart, proactive decisions, and downsizing is one of them. When you make this move intentionally, you're not just cutting costs, you're reclaiming your time, your focus, and your peace of mind. That's what this is really about. If you've been thinking about this move, if you're starting to imagine what a simpler, freer lifestyle could look like, this is the moment to start the conversation, because the plan you make today shapes the freedom you'll feel tomorrow. Here's what I recommend. Book a call with me. We'll walk through your numbers, your timing, and your options, all specific to your home and your goals. No pressure, just a clear, personalized plan for your next steps. You can find the link to book directly in the show notes. You've been listening to Downsizing Your Home for maximizing financial freedom and savings. I'm Yvonne Brank with the Brank Home Team, serving South King and Pierce County.